I wish you could smell that coffee. As adults, older adults, we have earned the right for certain self-indulgence. One is good coffee, the other one is good wine. Now, unfortunately, we can't always afford either. However, we do have a mouth, and we can let it be known to our younger relatives and friends that we do enjoy exquisite coffee and excellent wine. You'll be surprised of the wonderful gifts that'll be coming your way. Every year, my friend CS blessed me with some Jamaican coffee. Did you know that Jamaica produce some of the absolute best coffee in the world? And now, thanks to the internet, we can order Jamaican mountain coffee, the best in the world, from the internet at real people prices. Check out that website. You'll see what I'm talking about. In the meantime, let me tell you how I make my coffee. Usually, I will use the store brand coffee beans in the mornings, but once a week or so, I will break out the good stuff. I will use Jamaican coffee beans. As a rule, I like my coffee mild most of the time, so I'll use 2 tablespoonfuls of coffee beans into the coffee grinder. And that will bring me a mild cup of coffee that I can either drink black or I can add some cream. I will grind it for about 10 seconds in the coffee grinder. At the end of that grinding period, of course, all I need to do now is to add. Now remember, I added 2 tablespoonfuls of coffee beans to the grinder, and then once that is done, I will then get some boiling water, and I will add that to 2 teaspoonfuls of grounded coffee beans. Now, if I want a stronger cup, of course, I'll add 3 teaspoons, and even stronger 4 teaspoons. This is a matter of taste. You might have noticed that I added some cinnamon to my coffee. I like the flavor of cinnamon. Anyway, to the ground coffee beans, I will add some boiling water to the mark on my French press. I love making coffee with a French press because it is simple, it is easy. You put your coffee beans, or rather your ground coffee, in a French press. You add boiling water, and then you simply put the lid on. Remember, you don't press it all the way down, not yet. You allow it to steep for 2, maybe 3 minutes. At the end of that period, of course, now you're ready to press the plunger down into your French press. Now, for this demonstration, I'm making a very mild cup of coffee. I only use 2 teaspoons of ground coffee. Once you make your own, of course, you'll do whatever you want. I pour that into a cup, and I enjoy that. I just love, see, because it's mild, I can drink that black, like I did in the old Navy days. But every once in a while, I want a nice, robust cup of coffee, and I'll use 3 teaspoons or 4 teaspoons. To my coffee, I'll add a little bit of milk. That's the way I like it. And I will enjoy my coffee. If you don't have a French press, just go to my site and click on the Amazon banner. You can get one for as little as maybe $10, really. And the more expensive ones, of course, are better quality. And when you order, by the way, from my Amazon site, you're also donating to Microdac, which allows me to make videos. By the way, just to be clear, I do not work for that coffee company in Jamaica, but it is a very good way to get exquisite coffee, Jamaican coffee. Now let's talk about wine. As you have noticed by now, part of the joy of having a really good cup of coffee is in the making. Unfortunately, we simply cannot pour coffee in a glass, the coffee beans in a glass, and enjoy them. You have a little bit of work to do, but that's part of the joy of it. In wine, you simply open the bottle and enjoy. This is a bottle of Beaujolais Nouveau, the first wine of the harvest. This bottle of wine does not age very well. You must consume this bottle the year it is made or right after it is made. So, You'll want to get your 2015 around February or March or so. Usually it hits the stores between December and January sometime. Let me say right now that I know very little about wine. Some people are, in fact, aficionados of the vine, almost to the point of worshiping Bacchus. Through my experiences with the Navy, I was introduced to different wines. Sangria, while I was in Spain, and I happen to know that Riesling, that delicious sweet white wine from the Mosel region in Germany, is an excellent white wine. And speaking of white wine, I like Pinot Grigio or Pinot Noir if I'm working through the night. I'll have white wine and ginger ale, dry white wine and ginger ale. No one else does that but me. Maybe I've just invented a drink, dry white wine with ginger ale. Now what shall we call it? How about the Microdac? As far as red wines are concerned, my taste depends on my mood. Sherry when I'm cooking, port when I'm watching TV, Merlot when I feel like sharing my white wine outdoors with the fruit flies. Did you see the fruit fly in my glass? All of my wines are less than $10 a bottle, and they all last for a very long time. I don't drink to get drunk. I just enjoy the taste of wine. By the way, is it true that if you're found drunk in Italy, they will throw you in an insane asylum? If it is, I can understand why. I mean, why would anyone get drunk on wine? Well, as always, I think wine is just one of those adult indulgences, and when handled in a respectable adult way, can be a lot of fun. As always, please continue to send me your comments and your suggestions. And once again, let me say, with all sincerity, thank you so very much for your support. It's because of you why I'm able to make videos like this. Thank you.